Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for our next contest. It's scheduled for one fall. This is a special challenge attraction brought to you by the good folks of Dutch Miller Kia. They are being led this morning by late numbers. First, on that side, this is Thompson. And by the way, Smokey sees him on the Ragin. He has t-shirts for sale.
Josh, well, Nathan, I don't know what to say.
Well, Josh, really this is a little bit different than a normal match here tonight. This is workplace rivalry comes to the ring, so to speak.
You know what they say, Nathan, in the sport of professional wrestling, if you got a problem with each other, you settle it in the ring. I guess the same can be said for the, the Dutch Miller Kia Auto Group out of Charleston, West Virginia. We got Chris Miller on one end of the ring, and we have Wes on the other end.
You know, Josh, these two got a little dispute going on here.
I don't know what to think. I'm confused.
Well, Josh, this all started when ASW had a meeting in Charleston with Dutch Miller over sponsorship over this event, and it's led to this, an infomercial gone wrong, and I'm telling you, this is insanity.
You know, here's how bad does Woody Numbers want to win this match that he is going to go out and get Shane Douglas. We talk about the car dealerships, we talk about Ragin Storm, we talk about Smokey, we talk about Woody, but let's not forget, Nathan, Shane Douglas is on team numbers.
That could be the difference in this match tonight. Shane Douglas, an accomplished veteran, held titles all over the world, wrestled in all 3 major companies in the 90s.
And Shane Douglas wasn't even advertised for this event until about 3 weeks ago, Nathan.
It was a desperation move by team numbers, I guess you could say, to bring in Shane Douglas, and it's worked. I don't know, Woody's pulled out all the stops, I tell you. As you see here,
This is a one-fall special challenge brought to you by Kia. Your referee is the senior official, Monty Combs.
well, Josh,
That's right, senior official Monty Combs getting the bell ring, and we are underway here. Smokey C and Shane Storm. You know, Nathan, we can say what we want, but this match is going to be fast-paced. It's going to be brawling in your face, and I really want to see Chris and Wes go at it.
Josh, I don't think there's any other choice, but Chris and Wes are going to have to go at it.
Now, Nathan, let me ask you a question. Is this match a 6-man tag, or is it a 6-man elimination match?
Josh, I'm pretty sure it's just a 6-man tag, one fall to a finish.
All right, that's all we need to know. Well, Nathan, why don't you give us a little more backstory about what happened between Chris and Wes to get them to where we are tonight? And here comes hold on. The franchise is in the ring right now.
Well, Josh, the franchise is a veteran of years past, but back to what you were saying, as Rocky Rage gets the tag, this all started in an infomercial in Charleston. I just happened to be there that day when the ASW officials were meeting with Dutch Miller to talk about sponsoring the show, and they said, hey, we're shooting an infomercial today, why don't you guys be a part of it? Well, Rocky and Shane are the obvious choices. They were there with us. You know, they're like the faces of ASW, and I guess Smokey C doesn't take too kindly to that. It's kind of a way of, Wes over here he works very hard at Dutch Miller. He's a hard-working individual, and Wes is not the face of Dutch Miller. Chris Miller is the face of Dutch Miller. So I guess Chris and Smokey kind of identify in that aspect. The whole point of
You mean Wes?
Yes, excuse me. Smokey and Wes look at it as, well, aren't we the faces of our respective companies? And then the infomercial got crazy, as you can see it on our DVD and the special features, when Rocky Rage and Shane Storm are there advertising the event, and then you have Smokey and Woody come out of nowhere, and it just led to a Pier 6 brawl, and Josh, I'm telling you, it's led to this.
Nathan, let's get back to the action. You know, we got Rocky Rage in the corner with Smokey C. And you know, we just saw Shane Douglas, who hasn't missed a step. I take nothing away from Shane Douglas.
Shane Douglas looks as good in the ring now as he did in 1992.
Well, let me tell you what. The only thing I have a problem with is Smokey C and Woody numbers. I'm telling you right now. Smokey C has this new mentality ever since he turned on his tag partner Blazing Eagle about a year back now. And those two had some wars in the past year. And
Wars is an understatement.
There's been wars with smaller countries that's had less casualties than some of the things that happened in their matches.
I'm pretty sure Grenada was less violent than Smokey C and Blazing Eagle's feuds in the past.
Well, let's not take, when we're talking about violence, let's not take away from Rocky Rage and Shane Storm. The barbed wire match, as this crowd just comes unglued at any moment for Rocky Rage and Shane Storm.
They definitely got the people behind them, but Rocky Rage is in there with the franchise. You're talking about, Josh, you're talking about former NWA, ECW heavyweight champion. You're talking about former Intercontinental champion, former United States champion. He's held the gold.
Another way from the franchise, he is a player in the sport of professional wrestling.
Definitely, Josh.
Well, let's not take away from Rocky Rage and Shane Storm, though. They are two of the biggest stars in ASW history.
They are.
Rocky Rage has been here since way back in.
You're telling me, Josh, too long, if you ask me, but what do I know?
And then we want to talk about.
Look at Wes! Wes getting involved, taking it to Rocky Rage.
I never thought I'd see, actually, and there's Woody Numbers sticking his nose in the match.
Woody Numbers was able, he's coached Wes, and Wes is going at it again here. getting his hands on Rocky Rage, and Chris Miller is irate, as is Shane Storm.
Nathan, since we're talking about, and we're at the 9-year anniversary of ASW, let's not forget how storied of a rivalry and how storied of a past that Rocky Rage and Shane Storm have. 2 years ago, they were fighting each other in a no-holds-barred match for the Appalachian Heritage Championship with Ronnie Garvin as the referee.
Well, Josh, sometimes good enemies make better friends, I guess, is I'm fixing a saying here.
Rocky Rage rolling up Smokey C.
Beautiful sunset flip. Smokey able to get out, though.
Thompson taking the head off of Rocky Rage.
Josh, I think Wes has been coached by the Woody Numbers in the ring on what to do and how to do it, because he was taking it to Rocky Rage. Sure, you call him a cheap shot, but he looked great doing it, and he looked like he could really hold his own in there.
Nathan, there's no doubt about it that the ASW brings the very best of professional wrestling to the Boone area, to West Virginia entirely, and our 9-year history proves it.
It does.
As Shane Storm tries to get into the ring, and Monty Combs stopping the action from the double teaming from taking place.
Look there, Josh. Right in the ear of Rocky Rage in this camel clutch is Wes Thompson. He is talking some smack. He thinks he is going to be the one to shut up his boss, I guess you could say. We can all live vicariously through him.
Well, I'm my own boss, Nathan, so I don't have to worry about that. Chris Miller trying to get the crowd.
Oh! Well, knees meet franchise.
Well, he'll be singing soprano here in a little bit.
Well, that shot right to the franchise's franchise, if I can say that. But Shane Douglas definitely not going to be talking right after that one.
Smokey seeing Shane Storm now, the legal men. Shane Storm starting to get a bit of momentum going for his team.
Big back body drop.
Shane Storm making Shane Douglas roll to the outside. Let's not forget, if I'm not mistaken, it was last year Shane Storm and Shane Douglas were in a hardcore match.
It was about a year, 2 years ago, Josh, and they battled all over this building.
I'll never forget Shane Storm taking a trash can on the top of his head, then having one of our barricades hit over top of his head.
My, how times change in 9 years, Josh.
Rocky Rage.
This match has lost all control. What is going on? And now Chris Miller's getting in the ring.
Chris Miller's in the ring. I never thought I would have those words come out of my mouth. Chris Miller is in the ring.
Wes Thompson has got a chair.
Josh Thompson got a chair.
Oh my goodness! My
Chris Miller just took a chair shot to the back.
The face of Dutch Miller Kia just took a chair shot to the back.
Only in ASW will you see Chris Miller from Dutch Miller Kia take a chair shot to the back from his business partner Wes.
Josh, this is like an episode of Jerry Springer in here.
And Wes is attacking Rocky Rage.
Uh-oh.
That's not something you want to do, Wes.
Wes, clothesline.
Oh, taking a boot. Oh, God, an elbow.
Oh, super kick.
Taking a super kick.
Chris Miller is one-on-one in the ring with Wes Thompson from Dutch Miller. This is nuts. Oh my God, figure four. Josh, he's got the figure four.
My God, he's not taking.
He's not getting
up. Tap out. That's it. It's over. Chris Miller has made his partner tap out.
Watched the head of the number 2 Kia dealership in the country put a figure four on a man that works Josh. Literally anything can happen in ASW, and that proved it.
I'll wake up to that here in about 3 seconds. Let me hear you make some noise. How many of you can still hear my band? Let me hear it again. One more time, Madison, West Virginia. Make some noise. I said one thing, guys. You gotta be more like a yellow car. And I think I know one thing to say to everyone. It hurts to get in a chair. That hurts. Here's what I ladies and gentlemen, from West Virginia. We're gonna